Okay. The first scenario is I am in trouble this week and I'm not sure that I deserve to be. A 35-year-old female, did not get anything for my wife, a 36-year-old female, for Valentine's Day this year, but hear me out. I told her in August that since I was going to be unemployed and going to law school full-time the next 3 years, that I wouldn't be getting her or anyone else presents over the next 3 years, and I mentioned this multiple times. She was then kind of mad at me for not getting her anything for Christmas despite this, but she got over it quickly. Monday morning, I texted her Happy Valentine's Day. She leaves for work before I get up. I did not get her any presents because I don't have any money. She got me a bag of jelly beans for Valentine's Day. I didn't need anything, but I thanked her anyway. She was very mad that I didn't get her a gift for Valentine's Day. She said I could have just gotten her a small gift or even something homemade, but I told her it didn't even cross my mind as I didn't have the money for gifts, but I will do that in the future. I then made her homemade card, but she said that she didn't count that because she had to ask for it. She also knows I do not like Valentine's Day as it reminds me of when my school was shot up in 2008. Jesus, okay. I also have a cold. I've had a cold all week and haven't been feeling well. She was still mad at me on Tuesday and reiterated the same points. It's now Thursday and she says she wants to forgive me, but is still upset and feels that me not getting her something means I don't care. I said I feel like I shouldn't have to apologize, as I told her I wouldn't have the money to get anyone gifts months ago. Am I the asshole? So I will say all the comments are you're the asshole. Someone was like, you could have made her a card, written her a letter, made her breakfast in bed, made her dinner, gotten up early and brought her coffee, or even just made her coffee, planned a date at home, ran her a romantic bubble bath, made up a song for her, put on music and danced with her, just done anything to make her feel special. The person said, I'm sure when you said you wouldn't get gifts, she didn't think that you meant you would do nothing. I don't blame her at all for being upset. Then someone was like, okay, so even though you're in law school and not working, are you contributing to finances, or is your wife doing everything? Everyone's saying you're the asshole. So I agree. I think, first of all, that whole like, I'm not getting anybody gifts for 3 years. Like, to make that announcement is so stupid. Like everyone's saying, sorry, I'm distracted by my hair, as you could tell. This happens to me all the time. As I almost knocked the microphone over. I think that if someone really loves you, they shouldn't have to like plan how they're not going to be spending money on you. And like that other person said, like this woman even said to her wife, like, you could have just made me a card. And then this bitch goes to make her a card and is like, okay, I made you a card. If I told you, then you obviously did not care enough to do it yourself. I don't want it now. Like, and the whole, like, I had a cold all week, bitch. But you were home, right? You didn't eat. You didn't make yourself coffee. The fuck? Like, I'm sorry. That shit is just mad annoying. Like, somebody else is like, oh, you haven't bought coffee for yourself. You haven't bought food for yourself the whole time. Like, you're acting like you have $0 and 0 cents. So, no, you're the asshole, 100%. I'm curious if anyone disagrees. You're gonna be wrong, but feel free to share your thoughts. Alright. The next one next to this attractive guy. We ended up talking and exchanging phone numbers throughout our trip in California. Me and the guy started talking, and I thought I might be catching feelings for him. Anyway, my friend and I planned to hang out on Valentine's Day to celebrate it. But the guy I met on the plane asked if I wanted to watch a movie and stay with him, and I said yes and told my friend. She just stormed off, and me and the guy had a really good time. I do think maybe I did something wrong because she's refusing to talk to me and is just doing the trip without me. So I'm asking Reddit, as you people aren't biased, am I the asshole for ditching my friend for a guy? Okay, so I'm just scrolling. I mean, I have my own opinion before I scroll, but so again, we are 2 for 2. Asshole. Everyone's saying like, you planned this trip with this person. You guys like had this in the works. You just met this guy and you're ditching her. Like, of course she's gonna be pissed. You don't even know him. Like, and like, I mean, I feel like if it wasn't Valentine's Day, maybe it would have been different. Also, because like her boyfriend wasn't there, so she was probably like, who knows what's going on with that guy. But like, okay, you're starting something up with him, but like, how long? Like, is this even gonna really last? I mean, not that I don't believe in long distance relationships, but like, did you ditch her on your trip on Valentine's Day for a guy that's probably a fling? Nah, that's no bueno. Yeah, everyone's saying like there's nothing worse than being on a trip and then being abandoned. Someone's like, friend, you just ditched her for a dude you just met. Asshole move. You ditched her on a trip that was important that she really shouldn't be alone for. Asshole move times 2. And you ditched her in a strange town where she doesn't know anyone. Asshole times 3. You are the asshole all the way. If the shoe fits. Yeah, so everyone's agreeing that this person is the asshole. I'm curious if there's any disagreement in my subscriber list. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. situation, but the fact that you are like turning what seems like of course we don't know the backgrounds, right? Like he might be all up in our business and yada yada, but based on just the facts at hand, he is trying to like healthily co-parent and like be a good father for his daughter, because if they were together it would be the same thing, right? Like if they were not divorced, he would be paying for it. So instead of being like, nah, I'm not, like, get your mother a card, I'm not doing shit for her, like he wanted to be a good dad to his daughter. And the mom is turning it into something stupid, like your daughter's 12. How is she gonna be able to do it? Like, so honestly, that just pisses me off, honestly, that the mom even did that shit. Because I think it's also like bothering me because my parents did not have a good co-parenting situation, and like my dad would never have done something like that. So it's like getting me mad because instead of being appreciative that he's trying to be cordial and be a good dad, she's turning it around into something so unnecessary. But again, like we don't know the situation, but like 10 years they've been divorced. Girl, bye. So I don't think he's the asshole. I think he did the right thing. I think the ex-wife is the asshole, but I'm curious what you guys think. I feel like everyone's gonna agree, but I feel like these are pretty cut and dry. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. Alright. So today was my boyfriend, male 22, and I, female 22's first Valentine's Day as a couple. We met in 2020 online, but due to the pandemic, we mind that like going out on Valentine's Day is so unnecessary. It's like quadruple the price. It's so busy. It's really not even enjoyable. Like doing something at home is very nice. Like even if they just ordered in dinner, like I don't understand. Like I feel like people again are so used to like grandiose gestures that they think that if they don't do like something over the top, like that's the expectation of them, so they like rebel and do nothing. But like honestly, the best, I don't think Jesse and I have ever gone out for Valentine's Day actually. We usually eat at home or he's working. Honestly, I think the last couple of Valentine's Day he wasn't even home, he was working. Last year on Valentine's Day he was working. He got me flowers, but he was working. And then the year before, what did we do the year before? I know for a fact we have never, as a couple, since we've been together, ever gone out on Valentine's Day, which I am an advocate for. I think going on a Valentine's Day is a waste. However, he gets me flowers very frequently. They come before Valentine's Day, which I appreciate because I would rather he didn't spend the extra money to get them delivered on Valentine's Day. But he always gives me a card. And like if he gets me a gift, you know, we'll exchange on Valentine's Day or whatever. But I don't put a lot of stake in that day. I think I've said to you guys many times, like we celebrate our love all the time, but I know for a fact if I said to him like this is very important to me, especially our first one, like I know he would try. And I just think this guy went out of his way to like not do anything for Valentine's Day, and that's so terrible. Like even the fact that she made him a cute little basket, like he could have done the same thing for her. Cooked her dinner. Okay, so I mean, everyone's saying like, no, you're not the asshole. But they're saying like, you should keep this in mind. Like, this is an indicator that like, this is who he is. And like, if you stay with him, like, you have to expect that this is going to be his personality. So you have to really decide, like, are you going to accept that? People are saying, like, honestly, you guys are probably not compatible. Like, this isn't gonna work. Which, again, like, with these, you don't have all the facts, so it's hard to tell, but it is very tough when the opinions on things like this are so extreme. That's challenging. Because odds are your opinions on other things are also very different. Again, I don't think that Valentine's Day needs to be celebrated on Valentine's Day. I don't think any holiday needs to be celebrated on the holiday. Like, I think it's the experience that you associate with that. Like, everything to me is like the time of year. Like, Valentine's Day, yeah, it's February 14th, but like anything in February to me is Valentine's Day. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I just look at those kinds of gift-giving holidays and like getting together holidays as like as a reminder to celebrate like love or togetherness or whatever, but like in general, not like if you don't celebrate on this day, you're cursed for life. So I feel like she seems very understanding about like not having to be literally Valentine's Day. Like I feel like if he said to her, let's go out to dinner the weekend before, she would have been fine with that. But he was dead set on doing nothing, and so I feel like he was a jerk for that one. So if we have to pick an asshole, it's gonna be him, not her. So we got 2 and 2 on this one. 2 assholes and 2 not assholes. Well, 2 assholes and then like 2 assholes I will